Ask that you stow your burdens and blessing upon each other. May we honor one another in the keeping of all the time. And we voice our truth and listen. Bless everyone present today, that each may be able to share his perfect contributions and gifts. Grant good health and safety to loved ones left outside this room, and bestow peace and privilege on us. We ask for your wisdom and grace to use our talents for the betterment of others. May the various activities related to this day be a success through your intervention. With gratitude, we offer this prayer in your name. Amen.
Father, the Son, and the Spirit. Please remain standing. Our Philippine national. Wala na. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today is a pre-bid conference, March 21 at 10 a.m. at the DPWH conference room. We have 2 projects for rebid, and we have also 7 projects for bidding, a total of 9 infrastructure projects. So we will have a roll call of attendance. Acknowledge the presence of our BAC chairman, our OIC Assistant District Engineer, Engineer Norlando P. Manalo. Sir, good morning. Please acknowledge. Via Zoom, Engineer Manalo is present via Zoom. The BAC Vice Chairman, yours truly, Maria Ligaya is senior. And please acknowledge if your name is called. The BAC members are the following: Engineer Sergio Bibindolo Jr.,
Present pa.
Engineer Leonard A. Panogalinog, via
Present,
Zoom.
ma'am.
Okay, acknowledge. Engineer Omar A. Nasino, Engineer John Ranges M. Peralta, acknowledge. Engineer Nikki O. Relampagos, and via Zoom. We have also the BAC Secretariat, Engineer Hannah Catherine Arco, Engineer Maria Lolita A. Castro, and Engineer Chanda M. Isang.
Present, ma'am.
Since we are in quorum, we'll proceed with the discussion. We have also the BAC TWG with us, Engineer Cedric Floyd A. Durante, the head of the BAC TWG. Ma'am Gwen Marie Arbajo, member of the BAC TWG, and Engineer Juan Paulo C. Castillo, a member of the TWG. Acknowledge the presence of the participating contractors, Engineer Idana Construction, via Zoom platform. So we have the agenda. 1 is the brief presentation, explanation by the BAC, basic contract data and requirements in bidding documents, and documents to be submitted by the bidders. Number 2 is the questions, comments from bidders, and replies of the BAC. Number 3 is other matters which are relevant department orders and GPPB resolutions. Since we have 9 projects to be discussed, these are the following basic contract data. For CY 2024 infra projects, 1 project is to be rebid. It is 24HG0041 with contract ID number 24HG0041 and contract name 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slope collapse and landslide tertiary roads, Dalaguete-Mantalongon-Badian, Road kilometer 0095 plus 778. 2 kilometer 96 plus 00. Located at Dalaguete, Cebu with an approved budget ceiling of 29,400,000. The amount of bidding documents is 25,000 pesos. The pickup license needs to be category A and B. Okay, next please. The next project to be rebid is 24HG 0044. Contract name 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, bridge program, retrofitting, by strengthening of permanent roads, Mag-ambak bridge along Natalio Avenue, Bacalso Avenue, Cebu South Road, located at Oslo, Cebu with an approved budget ceiling of 3,920,000 pesos. The contract duration is 72 calendar days and source of funds is CY 2024 GA. The category for pickup license will be C and D for small b. Mode of procurement is competitive bidding. The bidding documents cost is 5,000. We have projects to be bid. One is 24HG 0075 with contract name, concreting of Sitio Abaca, Barangay Nug-as Farm to Market Road, located at Barangay Nug-as, Alcoy, Cebu, with an approved budget ceiling of 14,925,000 and a contract duration of 72 calendar days. Source of fund is FY 2024, Republic Act 11975, regular 2024 current, with SR 2024-02-011158. The mode of procurement is competitive bidding and the pickup license needs a category of C and D for small b, with a bidding documents cost of 25,000. The next project will be discussed by Engineer Sergio B. Bindolo Jr., OIC Chief of the Quality Assurance Section at Bacalso.
For the next contract ID number 24HG0076, contract name, concreting of Barangay Lengigon to Alambijud FMR Phase 2, Barangay Lengigon and Barangay Alambijud, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 14,925,000. Contract duration, 72 calendar days. Source of funds, FY 2024 RA 11975, regular 2024 current SR 2024-02-011156. Pickup license, category of C and D for small b. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 25,000 pesos. Contract ID number 24HG0077. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public building facilities. Construction of road, Sitio Cayam of Barangay Guiwanon, Barangay Road, Barangay Guiwanon, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 4,950,000 pesos. Contract duration, 32 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2024 GAA. Pickup license, category of C and D or small b. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 5,000 pesos. Next contract ID number 24HG0078. Contract name, construction of 3-story, 9-classroom school building in Argao National High School, Barangay Canbanwa, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 39,800,000 pesos. Contract duration, 210 calendar days. Source of funds, FY 2024 RE 11975, regular 2024 current. Pickup license, category of B for medium A. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding, bidding document cost 25,000 pesos. Next contract ID number 24HG0079. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services. Construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Salug, Dalaguete, Cebu. Location, Dalaguete, Cebu. ABC, 4,950,000 pesos. Contract duration, 120 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2024 JAA. Pickup license, category of C and D for small b. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 5,000 pesos. Next contract ID number 24HG0080. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP. Multipurpose buildings, facilities to support social services. Construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Tigib, Argao, Cebu. Location, Argao, Cebu. ABC, 2,970,000 pesos. Contract duration, 90 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2024 JAA. Pickup license, category of C and D for small b. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 5,000 pesos. Next, contract ID number 24, HG0081. Contract name, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services. Construction, completion of Kasay National High School Multipurpose Building, Barangay Kasay, Dalaguete, Cebu. Location, Dalaguete, Cebu. ABC, 2,970,000 pesos. Contract duration, 90 calendar days. Source of funds, CY 2024 JAA. Pickup license, category of C and D for small b. Mode of procurement, competitive bidding. Bidding document cost, 5,000 pesos. For contract ID 24HG0041, rebid, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, rehabilitation, reconstruction of roads with slips, slope collapse, and landslides, tertiary roads, Dalaguete-Mantalongon-Badian Road, kilometer 95 plus 778 to kilometer 96 plus 00. For the major category of works, RCSPS, roads construction, slope fixed structural measures, revetment retaining structures, wirenet, similar category of works, FCSPS, flood control, construction slope protection using structural measures, revetment retaining structures, wirenet, BFHR, flood control, hydraulics, and river control. For the key personnel, we have general experience of 5 years and relevant experience of 3 years for the project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman. For the minimum equipment requirements, please see the shared screen. For the bid security shall be in the form of bid security declaration or any of the following forms and amounts. A, the amount of not less than 588,000 pesos or 2% of the ABC. If bid security is in cash, cashier's manager's check, bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit. B, the amount of not less than 1,470,000 pesos or the 5% of ABC if bid security is in surety bond. The intended completion date is 145 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 5 calendar days and 20 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please see and refer to the search screen. For the next contract ID number 24HG0044, the bid ensure safe and reliable national road system bridge program, retrofitting, strengthening of permanent bridges, Mag-ambak Bridge along in Bacalso Avenue, Cebu South Road. For the major categories of work, please see the search screen. For the personnel requirements, project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, foreman, you have a general experience of 5 years and relevant experience of 3 years. For the minimum equipment requirements, please refer to the search screen. The intended completion date is 72 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 2 calendar days and 8 number of Sundays. The bill of quantities, please refer to the search screen. For the next contract, 24HG0075, concreting of Sitio Abaca, Barangay Nug-as, FMR, Barangay Nug-as, Alcoy, Cebu. The major category of works, please refer to the search screen. The key personnel, project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, foreman. We have general experience of 5 years and relevant experience of 3 years. For the minimum equipment requirements, please refer to the search screen. The intended completion date is 72 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of 2 calendar days and 8 number of Sundays. The bill quantities, please refer to the search screen.
For the next project, contract ID 24HG0076, concreting of Barangay Lengigon to Alambijud FMR Phase 2, Barangay Lengigon and Barangay Alambijud, Argao, Cebu. For the categories of work, major and similar categories of work, please refer to the shared screen. For the key personnel's requirement, please refer to the shared screen and the minimum equipment requirements. Please refer to the shared screen. The bid security will be in the form of bid security declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 72 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 2 calendar days and 8 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For contract ID 24HG0077, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, access roads and or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings or facilities, construction of road Sitio, Cayam of Barangay Guiwanon, Barangay Road, Barangay Guiwanon, Argao, Cebu. For the major categories of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements and the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 32 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 1 calendar days and 4 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For the next project, 24HG0078, construction of 3-story, 9-classroom school building in Argao National High School, Barangay Canbanwa, Argao, Cebu. For the major categories of work and similar categories of works, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements and the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 210 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 7 calendar days and 28 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For the next project, 24HG0079, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services, construction of multipurpose building, Barangay Salog, Dalaguete, Cebu. The major categories of work and similar categories of works is shown on the screen. Please refer also to the screen the key personnel requirements and the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 120 calendar days, including predetermined unworkable days of 4 calendar Sundays and 16 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For the next project, 24HG0080, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings Facilities to support social services, construction, completion of multipurpose building, Barangay Tigib, Argao, Cebu. For the major categories of work and similar categories of work, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements and the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 90 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of three calendar days and 12 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. For the last project, 24HG0081, Convergence and Special Support Program, Basic Infrastructure Program, BIP, Multipurpose Buildings, Facilities to support social services, construction, completion of Kasay National High School, Multipurpose Building, Barangay Kasay, Dalaguete, Cebu. For the major category of work and similar categories of work, please refer to the shared screen. And also the key personnel requirements and the minimum major equipment requirements. The bid security shall be in the form of a bid securing declaration or any of the following forms and amounts as shown on the screen. The intended completion date is 90 calendar days, including predetermined and workable days of 3 calendar days and 12 number of Sundays. For the bill of quantities, please refer to the shared screen. Documents to be submitted by the bidder. For infrastructure projects, technical components, Class A legal documents. 1. Valid field GIPS registration certificate, platinum membership, all pages in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the IRR. Next na. Class A technical documents. 1. Statement of prospective bidder of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. 2. Statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules. 3. A special PCAB license in case of joint ventures and registration for the type and cost of the contract to be bid. 4. Original copy of bid security, if in the form of a surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of notarized bid securing declaration. 5. Organizational chart for contract to be bid. 6. List of contractors' key personnel, example, project manager, project engineers, materials engineers, and foremen, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. 7. List of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification, availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project as the case may be. 8. Original duly signed omnibus sworn statement and if applicable, original notarized secretary certificate in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or original special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Class A financial documents. The prospective bidder's computation of net financial contracting capacity, NFCC. For Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence, or duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the GVA in the instance that the bid is successful. For financial components, 1, original of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. 2, original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities. 3, duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. 4, cash flow by quarter. Important reminder, any missing, incomplete, or patently insufficient document in the above-mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. Question, comments from bidders and replies of the bank.
So we have already completed the discussion of the 9 projects, total of 9 projects. So any questions from the participating bidders, from the back members, secretariat? Are there any more issues? Any slides? Since there is no more questions from the audience through via Zoom and the members, we will proceed to the other matters by reading the department orders and GPPB resolutions. We have Department Order number 12, series of 2024, stating therein the subject revocation of Department Order number 35, series of 2021, and strengthening compliance with Republic Act RA number 11058 and its implementing rules and regulations. It is stated therein that it is emphasized that the DPWH approved the Construction Safety and Health Program duly received by the Department of Labor and Employment, DOLE, and shall form part of the requirements for the processing of approval of contract. Likewise, please take note that there will be no claims for payment, including advance payment or first progress payment requested by the contractor, and will undergo processing without the submission of the DPWH approved CSHP, duly concurred by the DOLE. Duly signed by Secretary Manuel M. Bunuan. Next is we have Department Order 127, series of 2018, with the subject strict application of RA 9184 in the conduct of post-qualification of bidders with delayed ongoing contracts with the DPWH. Please check on the shared screen, and it is emphasized that all bids and awards committee, central, regional, district, are hereby directed to strictly apply, among others, during the conduct of post-qualification bar award of contract, the following guidelines during post-qualification. The BAC shall determine the bidder's compliance through 1. Verification and validation of the bidder's stated competence and experience, including the declared single largest completed contract, SLCC, similar to the contract being procured. 2. Verification of competence and experience of the bidder's key personnel to be assigned to the contract as against the minimum requirements under the bid data sheet. And we have number 3, the verification of availability of commitment. Number 4 is the checking of the performance of the bidder in its ongoing government and private contracts. Please check the shared screen on the following. If any of these ongoing contract shows a reported negative slippage of at least 15% in a single contract, B, a reported negative slippage at least 10% in 2 or more contracts, and C is the failure of the contractor to commence repair works on ongoing contracts within 7 days, and to complete them within 30 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and deficiencies. Please read the shared screen. And we have letter D, the failure of the contractor to commence repair works on contracts with pending certificate of acceptance within 30 days, and to complete the works within 90 days after receipt of the procuring entity's notice of defects and failures. Letter A is substandard quality of work as per contract plans and specifications. F, unsatisfactory performance of the contractor's obligation as per contract terms and conditions at the time of inspection. And G, liquidity damages currently imposed on the contractor. The results of the contractor's performance evaluation system, CPs, should also be considered by the concerned BAC in determining the responsive of the contractor's bid before any award of contract can take place, as stated in item 12.5, Annex A of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. If the BAC verifies any of these deficiencies to be due to the contractor's fault or negligence, the agency shall disqualify the contractor from award for the procurement of infrastructure projects. Please check on the shared screen on some of the notes from the department order, and this is duly signed by Mark A. Villar, DPWH Secretary. Our next department order will be discussed by Engineer Sergio Bipindilo Jr., our BAC member.
For the Department Order number 28 series of 2024, subject 3-strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure goods and consulting services contracts. Number 1, in order to establish a fair and transparent system of managing offenses committed by bidders in the procurement of infrastructures, goods, and consulting services projects through public bidding, the Department of Public Works and Highways hereby introduces an updated 3-strike policy. This policy is aimed at enforcing adherence to the procurement guidelines stipulated under Section 69.1 I of the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations IRR of the Public Act RE 9184. Under this policy, if the bidder commits
3 offenses acts described as all other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, they shall be subjected to an administrative penalty. These offenses acts are further classified into 3 major categories as enumerated below. 1. Withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of a non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. 2. Submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. 3. Submission of patently insufficient bid. And if a bidder commits any of the three major offenses acts listed above three times within 1 year, starting from the approval date of the resolution recommending the imposition of strike one, first warning, which is counted as day 1 through day 365, and if these three offenses are of a similar or identical nature, it will trigger the enforcement of the stipulated administrative penalty, suspension from participating in all DPWH procurement activities, and entering into contract with any DPWH contract or procuring entity. Subsequently, as per the procedure outlined in Annex A, this may result in a blacklisting of the suspended bidder, thereby disqualifying the bidder from participating in any government procurement activities for a period of 1 year. In conjunction with blacklisting, the bidder will also face bid security forfeiture and must comply with the enforcement of the bid securing declarations conditions. This order shall take effect immediately and shall supersede Department Order number 17 series of 2015, Department Order number 35 series of 2008, and all other issuances that are inconsistent with this order. Signed by Manuel M. Bonoan, Secretary. Please also note the GPPB resolution number 16-2020, approving the circular on the guidelines in the preparation of simplified bidding, Philippine bidding documents for goods and infrastructure projects and submission of the required forms for the procurement of goods, infrastructure projects, and consulting services with related amendments to the 2016 revised implementing rules and regulations of Republic Act number 9184. Next one na. Oh, ano ba pa?
Any questions from the participating contractors via Zoom? Back members, any rejoinders? Since that was the end of our presentation for this morning, and if you have queries, please feel free to contact our back procurement unit, Office of the District Engineer. And since we have no more topics to be discussed, we will adjourn this video conference at 10:46 in the morning.